But that's a great way to start off this episode of Basement
Yeah,
Birds. Welcome,
what a
ladies
great
and
start.
gentlemen.
Yeah.
Woo! Call me Ric Flair. Woo!
Oh gosh.
So it's been quite a week.
Yeah.
I'm very tired. Nonstop. Past couple days. How was your
Yeah.
weekend?
It
What's
was
today?
good.
Tuesday.
I had a good weekend. Yeah, well, yeah, good weekend. Let's see. Had a hockey game Sunday. That was good. Scored a goal.
Sunday.
Scored.
You scored a goal.
Get this, okay? Not just any goal. Backhander from a couple feet above the goal line in the corner.
Wow, that
didn't
sounds
even-
like
I will never do that
a
again.
men's league D3 goal right there. If
It
I've ever
was.
heard one.
I didn't even think it went in. And like the goalie, I literally do not know how the puck went in the net because I shot it and I just assumed he saved it. And my teammate's like, it went in. I'm like, what do you mean it went in? There's no way that puck went in, you know? And then it somehow did. So I may have peaked. You know, I used up all my luck with that goal. So hopefully I can figure it out again sometime in the future. But I don't know if I will, honestly, you know.
Yeah, well,
It's a lot tougher to score than you think. But, you know, what also is fun, like scoring a hockey goal, Logan, the Krabby Patty collab meal from Wendy's, okay?
Krabby Patty.
We
That
talked
one?
about this. Yeah, exactly. We talked about this last week, about how we wanted to try it. So I wanted to try it tonight on the show, okay? Ended up trying it before the show, and there will be a TikTok. There will be a TikTok about my experience going out sometime, soon after this episode is released. This was
soon.
recorded. This is the date finally for when we record this is relevant. This was recorded on the 12th of November, okay? The Krabby Patty collab meal I found out was discontinued yesterday on the 11th.
The 11th.
Yes. So I
So
went
you
on the
just
So I
You
went
got
on the
one
Wendy's
they fished
app.
out of the garbage. It's
I went on the Wendy's
squished
app.
together a bunch of half-eaten
I'm-
burgers.
I'm trying to order this Krabby Patty collab, and it is not on the app. I'm like, where did this thing go? You know, this is a problem. So I call up my local Wendy's. I'm like, hey, do you guys sell the Krabby
On the
Patties?
phone? Oh, you wait a second. You called them on the phone?
Yeah, how else would I call them? I'm not gonna. I
don't
did
know.
not fax them. I did not send a carrier
who
pigeon.
uses the phone? Who calls places anymore?
I told you that I called them, and you said you would do the same thing. I got the receipts, Logan.
You
Okay.
use the carrier pigeon, dude. You're sending
Yeah.
telegrams. You're like beep 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 beep.
So-
Like you're, searching for U-boats over there.
Yeah,
And
so I give them a ring-a-ling. And I'm like, hello, Mr. Wendy.
Ring-a-ling?
Do you have any of those Krabby Patties left? And I said, well, no. First I asked for the redheaded girl from the logo, and they said she wasn't available. So I got Mr. Wendy.
isn't that Wendy?
I don't know.
the girl
maybe.
was
Is
Wendy.
that Wendy? Okay, well, I asked for Wendy. She wasn't available, so I got Mr. Wendy, who presumably is her dad.
Isn't that Kyle or Bob? Wait a second.
What?
What is it, Bob?
Are we sure it's not Colonel Sanders?
No, that's a different restaurant. I think it's Ronald McDonald, actually.
That could be. So I get someone on the line. I'm like, hey, you guys have any of the Krabby Patties left?
Dave.
And they
Dave.
go,
That's
no,
who it
we
is.
ran out, or we stopped doing that yesterday. I go, shucks, I think. But then, the
Shucks.
cogs are turning in my head, and I go, there are 2 more Wendy's in my area that I can try. So call the second Wendy's, and I go, and this time I did get Wendy. So I go, hello, Wendy, I would like one of your finest Krabby Patty collabs. And they go, oh, we still got some. And I go, do you happen to have the Frosty by chance? And unfortunately, they did not have the Frosty. That was kind of disappointing. The pineapple Frosty.
So, when you called, you
Yes.
didn't ask, is this the Krusty Krab?
I forgot that
And
part.
they said, no, this is Wendy's.
No, I did not want to confuse whatever high schooler was presumably picking up the phone, so I just kept it short and sweet.
That was a
I will
missed
admit.
opportunity for comedy right there,
You
Tony.
know, it was.
Reid. I was calling you
I'll
Tony.
try it
What the
next
heck?
time. If I ever go back for this. So, unfortunately, they're not of the Frosties because they're onto the salted caramel Frosty now for fall because, pumpkin season and stuff like that, I guess. So
Ew.
I substituted it for a chocolate Frosty. And I will say the chocolate Frosty was very good. I forgot how good those were from when I was growing up.
What?
You don't
Grade
like
A
Frosties?
dessert. Oh, no. I love Frosties.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I didn't
No,
remember because I hadn't had one in a bit. I probably didn't have one since like middle school, okay? So you'll have to watch the TikTok for my ratings. But for a little little how do you want to call it, TLDR or TLDW, too lazy didn't watch. Fries were good. I like the Wendy's fries. Good salt level, good crispiness to them. Those are solid. Okay, they didn't give me any ketchup packets though. I don't know if they were supposed to, but no ketchup packets, so a little disappointed there. Okay, fries were good. Frosty was the best part of the meal. Okay. You dip the fries in the Frosty? Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah. Get a little bit of that action going on. That's good. I will say, though, I got a medium.
Salty.
That was the smallest medium that I've ever seen. That thing was like this tall. I kind of felt ripped off.
Their Frosty, this has been a point of contention with me and Dave from Wendy's for a long time. Their Frosty size does not align with their drink size, and that to me is extremely frustrating. The large Frosty is in a medium cup. Don't try and tell me any different. That is a medium cup. When I order a Coke, it comes in that same cup, and it's a medium.
Yeah. The Frosty was small. The Frosty was too small. Wish there was more Frosty. The burger, it was okay. Kind of dry until you got to the center where there was a large conglomeration of sauce waiting for you. First couple bites were kind of dry, though. Nothing spectacular about it. I don't know. It was a pretty average fast food burger.
Did they remember the pickles?
They did remember the pickles, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I would say that you could rush out and go get a Krabby Patty collab to try it yourself, but you can no longer get one because they are discontinued. But if you want to go to Wendy's, I think they have dollar soft drinks, which is pretty great. I think that's like their new dollar soft drinks. Yeah, that's like their new promo that I keep seeing. So, that's an option as well. Krabby Patty collab though was pretty. I'm gonna go with pretty okay.
Did you know there's a SpongeBob Wikipedia called Encyclopedia SpongeBobia?
No.
Encyclopedia SpongeBobia, and it gives the lore of SpongeBob.
What? Encyclopedia?
Yeah. Encyclopedia SpongeBobia.
Oh, here it is. Okay. Yeah.
And it has synopsises of episodes, drawings, screen grabs.
Whoa.
I mean, the whole 9 yards here, which is very impressive. I didn't know this even existed.
That's kind of crazy. Wow.
So
I have another story that I can tell after this story.
No. Out of 10, 1 to 10,
okay.
How would you compare, or how would you rate the Krabby Patty? And then we'll compare it to a Big Mac.
In the
TikTok,
I rated everything individually. Okay.
Okay.
So you'll have to watch and see. I think the whole meal would probably be a 7, carried by the Frosty. The Frosty put the team on its back. Okay.
I see.
Make no mistake. The Frosty carried well beyond its undersized weight. That much is true. Okay.
Just like me in pickleball league.
Compared to a Big Mac, I don't know. I felt like they tasted pretty similar, but the Big Mac has a second patty on it, so.
It wasn't square. Was this burger square?
It was square. Yes. I had to process.
Krabby Patties are not square, ladies and germs. Thank you very much.
I had to process how that worked exactly. I'm not exactly sure what kind of cow we're getting a square patty from. Seems like something's a little suspicious there. But that's okay. We'll give them a pass.
I think they just cut it into a square. I don't know if it comes from a square cow.
As long as the cow's not harmed, it's okay.
You do understand how burgers are made, right?
Yeah, there's square cows and there's round cows. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then hot dogs come from cylindrical cows.
What if that's only beef hot dogs, though? What about regular hot dogs?
I'm pretty sure there's some mutated animal somewhere in a farm in like upstate New York that they specifically breed them on.
Pig lips and eyeballs. That's what.
Yeah. Well, but they only do it in the summer because if they do it in the winter, then it's a cold dog, not a hot dog.
Wow, that is hilarious.
That was a bad joke.
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah. But you'll need to watch the TikTok to see the full ratings, okay?
Okay. I feel like you need to send me this TikTok so I can watch it.
I will send it to you for approval. Okay, believe me, I will, boss. No, I will send it though. I have
Well,
another
apparently
fun
we need
story.
to approve what we're posting here because we had some controversy with our last post. People were.
Do we want to address that? I'm sorry, I'm not a movie critic. Okay, if you listen to that episode, I'd say that I am not a big movie buff. Okay, God forbid I like a movie that no one else likes. I thought Trap was just fine. Okay. And I'm getting flamed. I'm getting.
Now, I partially take responsibility for that.
I'm getting reamed, out on TikTok because I like a movie that no one else does. Okay.
Well, that partially, if not entirely, my fault.
Granted,
because
that clip made me look like I was illiterate as well. But
well, that was the point was to talk about, like, because I watch a lot of movie clips or people talking about a movie and then you don't say what the name of the movie is, and that drives me crazy, but it makes me watch the clip. So I thought, well, let's just put the description of the movie, and then we'll say I won't say what the name of the movie is, right?
You know what though?
And for some reason they just flame the heck out of you on it wasn't even just one platform. It was TikTok, YouTube, and I don't think Instagram, but at least TikTok and YouTube. You were roasting weenies in the comment section.
People can say whatever they want, okay, but that's our second most viewed TikTok. I'm pretty sure that thing did numbers. Okay.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It did numbers.
First one, the number one doesn't count. That 9,700 view TikTok.
I'm not counting that one. I'm not counting that one.
Yeah.
What was the one? Oh, this one.
The driver or the Big Bertha driver. I just bought the Big Bertha driver. Has 6,600.
This is a odd news segment.
A pair of Idaho men perfected their throwing.
Odd news seems to do really well on TikTok.
Yeah, it was a Guinness book. It was when we were talking about a world record, so it was odd news. So like that's always that did just fine, and then the toilet flushing video, which is a personal favorite of mine. Yeah. So okay, sorry that I don't watch a lot of movies, and I'm not a movie critic. If you were coming here for movie reviews or movie critiques, you have come to the wrong place. Okay,
this is a fact.
We are not movie critics, so maybe move on. Also, if you're a foodie out there and you're going to roast me for my thoughts on the Krabby Patty collab, okay, put down your phone and don't even bother writing that comment because I'm also not a food critic, okay? I'm not a critic of anything. I'm just a guy with an opinion.
Well, my go-to saying is, what do I know? I'm just a guy with a microphone. That's what I say a lot.
I'm just, I'm not even paid to talk because we aren't getting paid to do this, okay?
Put it on a T-shirt.
Yeah. Well, one other story I just thought of that I want to tell before I have the other part I want to talk about. Did you play Wordle from the New York Times?
I have Wordled a few times, yes.
Okay. Have you ever gotten it the first try?
I have not. I've gotten it the second try.
Friday morning at 7:12 in the morning. I always play it when I wake up. A glorious thing happened. I got Wordle on the first try. My starting
word. You always
is,
play the same word?
I always play the word ready to start. And I was waiting for the day that it would hit and be the word. And there it was. And when I tell you I almost jumped out of bed, I almost jumped out of bed. It was an out-of-body experience I had there.
Now, how did you choose the word ready to be your first initial word? Because I have a different initial word.
So I have three that I cycle through. I'll start with ready, and then I'll go to flick, and then I'll go to ghost, because that gets me a good variety of letters in my first three guesses, and normally I can go from there. Ready I like because that has an E and an A in it, a D and an R
and
are pretty
Y.
commonly used, and a Y is a good letter to get out of the way, because that ending Y narrows down your options, I feel, a lot. So that's kind of where I'm at with that one.
Yeah. No, I play arise.
Okay. I like that one too.
Arise.
Yeah, you get another vowel in there compared to mine.
Three vowels.
Yeah.
You get an S and an R.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Which I believe are the two most common consonants and three most common vowels.
Sure. Okay.
In all
yeah.
words. So
yeah, I like that.
You can generally get pretty far with the arise. And I watched a YouTube tutorial on how to be more successful at Wordle because everything I do,
Of
I
course
want to
you
be
did,
successful.
dude. Oh my gosh. Jeez.
At YouTube University, dude, you can learn anything on YouTube, and
You really can, yeah. I learned how to critique movies on YouTube, and we all know how that worked. Anyway,
dude, you're taking that one too much to heart. I think
okay.
You're texting me over the weekend, and you're like, "What?
Yeah,
I can't believe these people on TikTok."
I was ready to reach through the internet and throw some hands.
Well, normally I'll respond to all but I thought I'd be too mean if I responded.
That's not worth our time.
No.
So anyway, that was my small Wordle tangent. The other topic I want to talk about today is something I thought of today. I don't really know how I thought about this. I think it was from a Reddit thread I was reading. Okay, I'm naming the segment just out of the blue. This is gonna be Reid's question of the day. Okay.
Oh boy.
There is no guarantee that this will happen ever again in the history of the show, but we're going to give it a
graphic
name.
for that.
We're going to give it a name
question mark
just for the heck of it. Okay. So
with a little investigator hat.
Reid's question of the day is: in your lifetime, what do you think is the longest amount of time that you have been silent for? That you made no noise.
No noise.
I was thinking about that the one day. Like, no talking to yourself, no coughing, no sneezing. I would throw a yawn in there as well, because you make noise when you yawn. What is the longest amount of time that you've gone without making any noise? And I was trying to think about this today. Maybe this is something we come back to next week.
You wouldn't consider breathing noise, right?
No.
Okay.
Maybe we come back to this next week. We give some time to think, because I've been pondering this question ever since I thought about it around 3:00 today, and I haven't fully figured out an answer for myself yet.
I would say either A, it would be a time during the night when I was asleep and I'm not aware.
Sorry, that was another contingency for the question, not including when you're sleeping, because obviously people can say, "Oh, well, I passed out the one time for 15 hours, so it was that." During your waking time, what is the longest time you have been silent?
So surgery wouldn't count. That was going to be my other thing.
Either. Your
okay.
Awoken, conscious time.
I
was trying to think
probably
realistically. Like, I was trying to think of a time where I'm not talking a lot. Okay, I'm thinking like, okay, if I attended a concert, but if you're there with I think back in New York, my brother and we went to, I think it was the New York Symphony Orchestra they were performing, okay? But then, I probably said something to my brother at some point during that concert, being like, "Oh, that was really good," or something like that.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
so I've been trying to think of scenarios that this would apply, and I'll admit, I'm kind of coming up short.
There's been, I feel like times... if I'm just home alone, watching TV or something.
Okay.
Or when I broke my neck, I was at home by myself all day.
Okay.
And so, I would not talk to people. And I feel like then, that was a couple hours.
Did you ever talk to yourself, though? Because, I'm someone that talks to myself.
Not out loud. At that point,
Okay.
I was not very happy, so I wasn't doing a lot of talking about anything to anyone, really. So
yeah, interesting. Okay, I didn't think about that. Okay,
or during COVID, I feel like probably I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There was some time. I think back to the time that I was in isolation during COVID. During that fall of 2020, I believe it was. I feel like there could have been some time in isolation that I could have gone a couple hours without, realistically saying anything.
Yeah. And, I mean, I spent a decent amount of time in isolation in the hospital. And so a lot of, there was at points where you would talk to a lot of people, a lot of people would come in, but then there was points where it might be 4 hours before you see somebody.
Yeah.
So
okay,
probably one of those. I would think that would be longer than the, the part during COVID, because I would imagine there was people calling me, during that time.
Yeah. All right.
So I would probably imagine I would say between 3 and 4 hours, max 4 hours.
Yeah.
Of not saying anything to anyone.
I think that's right about where I'm at. I'd probably give myself a max of 3 hours, because I talk to myself a lot. You know, like I can be
that's
working on
that's
like,
one of the signs of being mentally insane.
I think I am. Yeah. Yeah. You know,
You
but
have a moment of
that's okay.
internal dialogue, or shall I say external dialogue?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we can let the geniuses on the internet that didn't like my movie pick go after that one too.
I'm sure they'll. What do you mean you didn't talk? You did because you didn't have any friends. Well, I don't have that many friends, so you can go jump in a lake, internet people. All right.
Mom, Dad, the internet's being mean again. Okay, you know,
Yeah.
please save me from the trial that is the internet. But,
No. Well.
yeah, I thought that was a fun question, though. I'll try to think of another one for next week.
Yeah, we need we need you to work on a graphic too. We need to have a graphic
gosh.
for this. I think we need to have graphics for all our segments. By the way,
We could. I will say that a lot of these questions that I have are not podcast appropriate.
Okay,
So I do
well.
need to figure out some more ones that we can talk about on the show, and keep it clean. So
Okay, well, much appreciated by both me and my employer. Okay, so now odd news.
yes,
Yay! So a lot of times we get odd news from the same website just about every week. It's UPI.com.
yeah.
Yeah,
does UPI
UPI.com
stand for?
has
United
an
Press
odd
International.
news segment.
Oh, they were founded in
Or a
1907. Holy cow!
UPI has an odd news section, and that's where a lot of our stories come from. But today, I discovered this odd news story while perusing my phone from the great folks at NBC. And it led me to a news release from the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration.
Oh gosh.
Recently, you and I both, the last time you were here, took a field trip to Costco, right? You know Costco.
Oh my gosh! Please tell me this about the Costco guys.
This is not about the Costco guys.
Oh damn! I don't want to.
Though
hear
I
it
did
now.
see them at an airport on TikTok recently.
We're Costco guys. I did. Oh yeah, the line when they're in TSA and the guy does the boom and
Yeah.
he booms back. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He
Sorry,
brings the
okay.
boo- Yeah. Okay.
It's
so
what they do.
They have their generic brand. Costco has the generic brand Kirkland, right? Kirkland
Yeah.
makes everything
Makes some
from
good
golf
golf
balls
And
to
golf
milk,
gloves.
golf gloves, couches, clothes. I have some really nice Kirkland pants.
They make golf clubs now.
They make golf clubs.
You can have a full set
wedges,
of Kirkland golf clubs. Wedges,
driver,
driver,
my-
irons.
Cole's brother has
a
the
putter?
Kirkland driver. It's
Oh,
great.
nice. How, I was just going to ask. Okay, interesting. They had irons, but I think they're in a
So-
lawsuit with Titleist now, right now
They are because they're very similar.
because it was too close. Yeah.
Yeah. They also make butter. Costco butter. And there was a recent
that's very
recall
interesting.
for their
gosh, of course it's
signature.
recalled.
Let me get this right. Signature salted sweet cream butter. The reason for the recall, Kirkland signature salted sweet cream butter. That is the actual
I
name
don't like the
on
name.
the
name's
FDA
kind of
website.
disturbing, but
Kirkland signature salted sweet cream butter.
I don't like how you're putting an emphasis on the S and sweet. It's messing with me.
Sweet
Yeah, okay.
cream butter.
Can we hold that
By
S
the way,
as
one
short
time-
as possible?
One time we were at a wedding, and I convinced my cousin that this square of butter was a special type of French cheese called Boutard cheese, and I made him eat the butter. But that's a story for another time. Kirkland signature salted
That's great.
sweet cream butter has been recalled.
Sweet
The
cream
reason-
butter.
The sweet cream butter has been recalled because butterless cream.
Oh, wait, pause. What? Hold up. What?
Butter lists cream, but maybe missing the contains milk statement.
Oh, I thought you said butterless cream, not butterless cream. Like it lists it in the ingredients.
Yeah, reason for recall: it lists cream,
Okay,
but it
I
may be
gotcha.
missing the contains milk statement on the packaging.
It's butter. What the heck do you think it
It's
contains?
Kirkland signature salted sweet cream butter. So if you have any Kirkland Signature Salted Sweet Cream Butter in your refrigerator, be sure to go check it out. It may be missing the contains milk statement.
Are you telling me there's dairy in that?
In butter?
Yeah. People need a
Is
label
that a
for that?
question?
No, that was a joke. People need a label for that?
Who's on first? I don't know. Why? I don't understand. This was like, first of all, an NBC, had this weird headline. Costco recalls butter, but not for the reasons you may think. And I was like, okay, thinking I'm going to click on it. There's going to be shards of glass or something in the butter. No, it just may be missing the disclaimer that the butter, ladies and gentlemen, may or may not contain dairy. We don't know. It comes from Costco. What are those Costco cows? The square cows? Are they producing white milk? What's going on here? I don't know.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, so
jeez.
Costco, you really let me down there, and just so you know that.
I get why you need the label. I get why you need the label for it. But, of course the butter contains milk,
I wonder if their jugs of milk also contain a label that says may contain milk.
I don't even know anymore. I don't even know.
This is what it's like to live. I'm like this all the time, by the way. When Nicole, I
bet she loves
immediately. No, she does not. Anyway, continue.
Well, mine is a little bit. Mine is also food related, actually.
Is it about Kirkland salted sweet cream butter?
It is not. It's actually about the chicken bake and the double chunk chocolate cookie. Just kidding.
The shake and bake?
This takes us back 77 years ago to 1947 because a piece of Queen Elizabeth II's wedding cake, when she got married to Princess Philip, has been sold at auction. This is a piece of cake from 1947, 77 years old. Okay.
Princess Philip.
Prince Philip. Did I say princess?
You said Princess Philip.
Oh my gosh. Rewind. Pause. Prince Philip. Okay.
Prince Philip.
This piece of cake that is 77 years old, guess how much it sold for?
Over £1 million.
Oh God, no, not that much. Okay. It's a piece of cake, Logan. Okay, let's pump the brakes here.
Over a pound.
It was over a pound. $2,800.
US?
Yeah.
That's not very much for a piece of cake. I don't know.
But it's 77 years old.
Dude, there's a lot of people who really like the Queen. Even people in the United States who are have cutouts.
People do love the royals.
Her Royal Highness, and
so
people really love the Queen.
This comes in a box with then Princess Elizabeth's silver insignia, and it had a printed letter from the bride and a decorative doily, perfect for your grandmother's wall. This was given to a housekeeper of Holy Rood House in Edinburgh, Scotland. A gift from the royal couple. And I guess she just kept this piece of cake. They say that the original piece
does it have an image? What does the cake look like?
The original piece of cake, though, get this, was $500.
For a piece of cake?
Or no, sorry. 500 pounds was the original cake.
Cost of the whole cake.
No. Wait. I believe that is no. Oh my God. I feel that it's a weight measure.
Oh, I thought you were referring to the currency.
No. Weight.
That was not clarified.
Like mass, but it's not mass. It's weight. Looking at this photo of this cake.
Who's on first?
This looks like I would not eat this. Obviously, it's 77 years old. I don't really know what's going on with this cake, but it kind of looks like there's some funky business up top. Probably wouldn't try it.
Does it have like green fuzz growing out of it, like it's a moldy potato?
Though. Let me. You know what? This calls for a screen share.
Oh boy.
Let me. Okay. How do I?
I think you're as old with cake here, as long as it's taking you to get to.
Let me zoom in.
Oh my
here, okay?
goodness! What is going on there?
Absolutely terrible.
Oh my
I don't
gosh.
know what this is. Okay, you can see though. Here's the little letter though. And they also showed the box.
I mean, did
with
they-
the date and everything?
Did they preserve this at all, or how? I mean,
Does it look
is this
like it's
just
preserved?
well, I mean, it looks a little shiny.
There's
I don't
no
know
shot.
if that's just mold or.
I'm trying to figure out if this is like wrapped in plastic because this was shipped to this person when they got this piece of cake. So I'm not exactly sure. This looks like plastic around it, but there's definitely something going on with this thing. I mean, granted, it's 77 years old, so it's not gonna look, it's not gonna look new by any means.
Well, it almost
But it
looks
sure
like it
don't
was
look great.
encased in some sort of resin.
Yeah, I can't
I
tell.
don't know. That's alarming. How?
Yeah. I can't
fuzzy
tell if it's
that
in
cake
I
appeared.
feel like they would have mentioned if it's in resin. I don't think it is. I don't think there's anything special with how this was preserved, honestly.
Well, okay, but then I mean, how do you display this? Like it probably attracts flies or
I have no idea.
animals and critters of all shapes and sizes trying to.
I don't know. Maybe it's like a class ring and you only bring it out for special occasions.
Well, that's not necessarily true. My grandpa wears his class ring 365 days a year.
Well, yeah, he's also a grandpa, though. No one under the age of 80 wears their class ring consistently, though, I feel, or else you get laughed at. You don't see a
No.
45-year-old guy walking around with his class ring.
Dude, he wears a ring on each finger. It's actually amazing how many
Jeez,
rings he
man.
wears.
Is that because brass knuckles are illegal to own?
Dude, I don't know, man.
He's
I
already
love it,
ready. He's
though.
like,
It's great. Yeah, he's got
gosh.
yeah. He's ready to like clock you, and you have like that thing where you have like
be in the business.
an indent in your face.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
He wears
Yeah.
a lot of jewelry, which is awesome.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, well, you know what? You're gonna have to. People are gonna have to go check out that TikTok that you made.
Yeah, it's good.
Having to
It's
do
a
with
little
the
bit
Krabby
longer.
Patty.
It's about 3 minutes long, but I give some good
Oh my
insight on my
God,
review.
what?
Okay.
3 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. I have to talk through I have to show off everything. I gotta eat it. I gotta
This
rate it.
is the
you know?
burger. This is the bag.
Yeah.
Doodle Bob
is-
Brown Pants over
This
here.
is my house. You'll see it. I think it's good. I think people will enjoy it. And hopefully,
I'll be the
they
judge
do.
of that.
Yeah.
Or you
will.
can be the judge of that. You can go check it out live on TikTok right now
Yeah.
and on Instagram
Yeah.
and YouTube
Yeah. I need to remember how to
and all
post on
social
those platforms.
platforms.
Yeah.
Woo, woo, woo.
Bang.
Bang, bang. All right. Well, you know what? That was fun. I enjoyed
It
that.
was. That was a good one.
You can catch up with all our other social content and see our Reid's most recent movie review
Oh,
on
gosh.
our social media platforms. And you can feel
just
free
plug
to
them.
love it or hate it, but let us know in the comment section down below. Reid will tell you
Yeah.
where you can find that as well.
You just plug them all: Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube
didn't-
at Basement Birds.
Plug anything. You didn't.
Well, I just
we didn't
plugged.
say the username.
Consider them plugged.
Plugged. All right. You
Plugged.
know what, ladies and gentlemen, we'll catch you on the next one.
See ya.